Hello mates and lasses, this is 155mm bringing you another video. Hey guys, how's it going? Decided to make another video tonight. Basically calling this video my farewell to my NC Star scope video. Scope, it's done alright. It's done alright over the time, over the years. It's a 60-24 by 50 scope. You get the 24 zoom right here. You have on the front you have variable yardage that goes up to 300. Okay, you can switch the yardage up. Basically, turn the front. I've been shooting with this scope for a while, and I'll put a link at the end of this video to show you guys some of the stuff that I was able to do with the scope. I never really, I never really talked bad about the scope. This is basically I've looked it up on the internet and I found out that it's a lot cheaper than what I even thought it was. This scope right now on the internet goes for $69. That may be because the new company that bought out NC Star, and I don't know who it is. I heard NC Star was bought out. That may be because they're trying to get rid of the old NC Star model scopes made by the prior company. And by the way, I'm not talking down NC Stars, man, because I believe Mustang Bill's got an NC Star now. I think he told me he's got one, and I think Bill, you'll have a lot of luck with that one, man. I think the newer company, I heard that bought them out, and I don't know, exactly who it is. I've really checked it out because I've gotten out of these scopes, but I've heard they're made better. I think also someone told me, I believe Miller has one of these now. So yeah, hope you guys have luck with your scopes, man. I'm sure they'll be a better quality than this one. This one, I never really put out the bads on it. I figure this is the farewell video. I'll give you guys the lowdown on what's up with this scope. I never bought this scope. This scope came on my rifle, okay? That's why there's a LaRue mount. Basically, it's mounted inside a LaRue mount. When I bought my rifle, this scope came on it, okay? I would have never bought this scope because I would have did the research and basically this scope has been frozen up on me since before I ever even came on YouTube. And I think I don't remember exactly when I came on YouTube. I'm going to look at my channel page down there. You guys can figure it out. This scope, basically, the elevation knob has been froze up for at least 3 years. And as you guys can see, I've had this scope off my rifle probably 25 times, cleaning it and putting it back on. And that's one of the nice things about a LaRue mount. You can they actually attach to a rail, Picatinny rail on top, and they go, right back to pretty much perfect zero. Because, like I said, let me give you guys basically a point of aim of how I've been able to use this scope. I'll be right back. Basically, for the past 3 years, when I aim at this target at 100, I have to aim down here, usually about 3 inches low and 3 inches left. Okay, so I really don't have a good point of aim, but like I said, I'm able to hit, and it's getting worse. As you can see, this is one of my older targets, and you can see how close together my groups are right there. It's getting a little worse. It's starting to wobble. I think it wobbles about 1.5 inch to 2 inches now. And I mean, hey, what I expect for a $69 scope, man. For a $69 scope, this thing did pretty good. Okay, it did pretty good. That's one thing I will say. Would I ever buy another one? Probably not. Probably not. unless I was, let's put it this way, I would probably buy one if I was maxed out on irons and I felt that I wanted to move up, you know, into something a little more challenging. I would probably slap on this, you know, go buy me an NC Star scope, slap it on the rifle, okay? Before I would, you know, buy some iron sights and slap them on, because I don't know, I believe iron sights are about $100, something like that. And, you know, that's just because, you know, I'm here and, you know, civilian life and plinking, you know, and that's what I like to do, man. I like to plink, and like I said, you guys know my outtake on that. You know, when you get maxed out on irons and you feel you want to move up to a challenge, that's when you go to a scope. And you know, that's always been my outtake. You know, that's always been my take on that. You know, like I said, you get out to 500 to 1,000 yards, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You won't 500. You're gonna be maxed out pretty much with irons at 500. But scope, you really start getting surgical at those ranges. So you know, that's my take on that. But yeah, I mean, you know, I like scope shooting, and I recommend, like I said, man, this isn't a bad scope. I'm not gonna talk this scope down. I'm not gonna put it down, because for what it is, it did good. Okay, you guys are gonna know. You guys are gonna see a big difference between the Night Force and this one. Okay, a big difference between the Night Force and this one. You know, being off at 100 yards, being off 1 to 2 inches on these targets at 100. It doesn't seem like much at 100 yards, but I'm gonna tell you something. When you get out to 500 to 1,000 yards, you'll definitely see when your scope is not operating, you know, up to par. If you got a scope that's wobbling, you know, and you guys know that these scopes are, I don't know if you know it, but I know that these scopes are notorious to fall apart. And if it wasn't for my AR-15 being so heavy, this scope would have trashed itself long ago. You know, so. And like I said, I'm not talking these scopes down. I know some guys have bought scopes, and you know, I know they're gonna have better luck with theirs, because I heard they are making them better now. So, you know, I have no problems with this scope. You know, like I said, as I said before, if I was looking to upgrade from irons, you know, I feel I need a little bit more of a challenge. I would move. You know, if NC Star is all I could afford, I would get that. You know, so. Let me close this video out. Basically, guys, I'm gonna put some links up here to what I was able to do with this scope, and put some links up here. And that's about it, guys. Like I said, I'm waiting for the Night Force to come in. It should be in about a week and a half, and I'm gonna get it mounted. I'm mounted up on the rings, and you know, we're gonna move out. You know, I've been for the longest time, man. I've been kind of how do you say it? I've been kind of restricted in my shooting, because I've only been able to shoot at 100-yard range. But like I said, I got some other areas now, so I got some places that I can shoot, and like I said, that this will definitely, you know, show a little bit more of what I've been wanting to show when it comes to marksmanship with these rifles. You know, as you guys know, we're all restricted to, you know, the facilities that we have when we shoot. Okay, but yeah, soon I'll, you know, and like I said, I'm gonna be taking this thing out to 500. I'm gonna be taking it out to 700. Okay, and I'm also gonna try to take it out to 1,000. All right, we'll see what happens. Wendy's is gonna come into a big play out to 1,000. Okay, Usually you get out to 250 yards to 1,000, windage starts to come in then, okay? Remember, guys, sheepdogs carry firearms, wolves carry weapons. Peace out.